What if I told you that just 4 days ago, I called the exact bottom on a stock that would explode 22% in the next 72 hours? And what if I told you that same stock still has over 500% upside from here? Well, that's exactly what happened with DataVault AI. And if you're watching this video right now, you're about to see the receipts. I'm Sam, and this is Smart Stock Sam, where we cut through the noise and find real opportunities in the market. Today, we're diving deep into DataVault AI, ticker DVLT, a stock that's exploding exactly as I predicted, and I'm going to show you why we're still in the early innings of this massive move. Before we get into the numbers, let me take you back to January 11th. I put out a video analyzing DVLT right after they announced an expanded deal with IBM. This was huge news. We're talking about a partnership with one of the biggest names in enterprise technology for edge AI deployments. The technology was real, the deal was massive, and logically, the stock should have gone up. But instead, something bizarre happened. The stock absolutely collapsed. It went from $1.50 straight down through the $1 mark like it was falling off a cliff. Now, most people would have panicked and run for the hills, but I dug deeper. What I found was that this wasn't a fundamental problem at all. Silex Holding Company had dumped 14.7 million shares in just 72 hours. This created what I called a waterfall effect. Institutional selling crushed the price, but the underlying business, still solid, still growing, still partnered with IBM. Fast forward to February 2nd, just 4 days ago. The stock had crashed 80% from its highs and was trading at 67 cents. 67 cents for a company with IBM as a partner. The market had completely given up. Short sellers had piled on with 65 million shares betting against the company. The bears had won the narrative. Everyone thought this thing was dead. But here's what I said in that video, and I quote, "At these levels, the market has already priced in failure." This is a massive spring-loaded setup. I identified the 67 cent to 90 cent range as critical support and said that any proof of actual business success would be an explosive catalyst. I called it a ticking time bomb ready to explode upward. And guess what happened next? Just days after that video, DataVault released their preliminary 2025 results. And folks, this is where it gets really interesting. The company announced gross revenue of at least $30 million for 2025. Now, let me put that in perspective for you. In 2024, they did $2.7 million in revenue. That means they grew revenue by 1,000%. Not 10%, not 50%, 1,000% year-over-year growth. This is the kind of explosive growth that the market had completely ignored while the stock was getting crushed down to 67 cents. The moment this news hit, the stock jumped over 22% in recent sessions, climbing back from the 60-cent range exactly as I predicted. But here's the thing that most people are missing. This isn't just about what happened in the past. This is about what's coming next, and this is where the real opportunity lies. Management has set a revenue target for 2026 of no less than $200 million. Think about that trajectory. 2.7 million in 2024, 30 million in 2025, and now they're guiding for 200 million in 2026. They're not pulling these numbers out of thin air either. In the fourth quarter of 2025 alone, they signed $49 million in technology licensing deals. They've got contracts in place. They've got IBM as a partner. They've got Sports Illustrated for digital content monetization. These are real relationships with real companies generating real revenue. Now let me address the elephant in the room. This is a penny stock, and penny stocks usually have one fatal flaw. They run out of money and have to dilute shareholders into oblivion. But DVLT is different. They're sitting on a war chest of $128 million in cash. Their quarterly burn rate is only 7.7 million, which means they have a 49-month runway. That's over 4 years of operating capital without needing to raise a single dollar. They secured a $150 million strategic investment from Silex to build a supercomputer. This company is funded, they're growing, and they don't need to dilute you to survive. So where does the stock go from here? The Maxim Group, a well-respected research firm, has a $4 price target on DVLT. From the 67-cent low that I called just 4 days ago, that represents a 6 times return, or approximately 500% upside. Even from current levels after the recent pop, you're still looking at massive potential gains. And here's the kicker, there are still 65 million shares held short. As revenue starts hitting the books and we approach the February 21st token dividend date, those short sellers are going to have a decision to make. If they start covering, we could see a massive squeeze that gaps this stock up violently. Let me connect the dots for you on why my analysis has been so accurate. Back on January 11th, I identified the IBM deal as massive and recognized that institutional dumping was the only thing holding the price back, not fundamental weakness. On February 2nd, I caught the exact bottom at 67 cents and told you that the bears had won the narrative, which meant any proof of success would explode the stock. Just days later, the 8K filing confirmed 1,000% revenue growth and the stock jumped 22%. This validates everything I've been saying. The market was wrong. The shorts were wrong. The fundamentals were there all along. Here's what makes this opportunity so compelling right now. You've got a company with $128 million in cash, 1,000% revenue growth already proven, $200 million in revenue guidance for the coming year, partnerships with IBM and Sports Illustrated, 49 months of cash runway, and a $4 analyst price target. Yet the stock is still trading at a fraction of where it should be because the market got caught up in the short-term noise and institutional selling. This is a fundamental powerhouse disguised as a beaten-down penny stock. I want to be clear about something. I don't just throw out price targets and hope I get lucky. Every call I make is based on deep fundamental analysis, understanding the catalysts, and identifying when the market has mispriced an opportunity. With DVLT, I saw the spring being compressed. I saw the shorts piling on. I saw a great business being sold off for the wrong reasons. And I told you about it before the explosion happened. Now we're watching it play out in real time, and we're still in the early innings. So what should you do now? Do your own research. Look at those preliminary results. Look at the cash position. Look at the guidance. And ask yourself, does this look like a company that deserves to trade where it's trading? I've given you my analysis, I've shown you the receipts, and I've laid out the upside potential. The rest is up to you. If you found this analysis valuable, smash that like button, subscribe to Smart Stock Sam for more deep dives like this, and drop a comment below letting me know if you caught this move with me or if you're looking to get in now. Remember, the market rewards those who do the work and see opportunities before the crowd. Let's keep winning together.